Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pink, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about the problems what we recently witnessed in DeFi. I have an example because Solana whale almost crashed the Solana network. And what was the issue? What was the problem? I think it's worth to talk about it because it can actually maybe happen again or in another DeFi protocol if they're not careful enough. So far, we had problems with CeFi, and now there are some DeFi issues as well. Okay, the second thing I would like to talk about, that Tether is about to launch a new stablecoin, this time pegged to the pound, a GBPT. And by the way, talking about Tether, the third news is all about that Tether prepares for a full audit because they would like to improve USDT reserves transparency. I think, well, it's definitely time for it. Guys, let's talk about all this in today's video. And if you would like to get the daily fresh cryptocurrency and blockchain news, simply subscribe to this YouTube channel, Blockchain Bloom, because every single weekday I bring them for you. Also hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and check out the links under this video. There are many useful ones you can save money with. Okay, now it's time to move on to the market, where we can see that Bitcoin is, by the way, down 5% in the last 24 hours. At the moment, 20,205 US dollar. Ethereum is down 7%. The price is 1,080. And when we're looking at the winners, the Wave is the winner in the top 100 in the last 24 hours with 23%. Then we have Shiba Inu with 10%, and then Leo with a bit more than 7%. When we're looking at the losers, ApeCoin is the one which is going down the most with 12%. Then we have Airwave with 11%, and then we have Steppen going down 10%. And when we have a look at the candlestick chart, we can see for Bitcoin that, right now the price is, as I just said before, around 20,000, this time 400 and something. And yes, we have had this bottom so far at this level, this is just above, 17,000. And so far, this was one which was holding, and what we have witnessed here, we can have some sideways movements maybe in this 20,000 area because it's a quite strong support level. On the other hand, if things continue in the way we are right now, globally, economically, inflation, war, and all kind of other situation, it can cause further moves towards, so down. Going further down, it's definitely in the package, so we have to watch out, but not financial wise. But these are the times which is worth to accumulate, because in long term, if you're talking about strong assets, when it comes to crypto, Bitcoin is definitely the strongest one, and it's strong fundamentally. In this case, if the market goes back, Bitcoin will go back, and then this is a great time to accumulate, but not financial advice. You do your own homework. You decide, it's your responsibility. This is very important in crypto, but this is what at least I'm doing. By the way, when we're looking at, for example, this one, look at how much was actually taken out from Bitcoin. 7.3 billion worth of Bitcoin, just in 3 days, which was realized loss. And look, this is definitely the highest, if this goes all the way back to 2017, which means that people are definitely panicking or waiting for a further price drop. So some of them think, okay, I take it out now and buy it back later, or actually the others just lost faith in the whole thing. So it's a lot of Bitcoin resources, taken out, and that means they bought it on a higher price and sold it on a lower price. However, when you're looking at a 10 years period, this is actually between 2009 and 2019, so not totally accurate with today's date. However, it hasn't changed really. So when you're looking at a Bitcoin, if you would invest in Bitcoin $100 back in 2009 and would do the same with the top companies, those which they didn't exist back then, just a slightly little bit later, then actually they calculated also those, but obviously not starting at 2009. However, bottom line is that Bitcoin outperforms all the top ones here heavily outperforms all the top ones. So if you're looking at this, was this a bad investment in the last 10 or actually this time now 13 years since the beginning? Definitely not. Is it now slowing down the growing? Definitely slowing down. So the price cannot go up so crazily just at the beginning. But it's just worth to talk about, because look, Bitcoin is percentage-wise more than 90 million%, and the second place is Amazon with 3,000%, which is amazing growth. But still 9 million or 3,000. And then we have Microsoft with less than 1,000%. Great one, don't get me wrong, but look at this gap. This gap is massive in a 10-year period of time. So you should think about Bitcoin in this way. And the fundamentals of Bitcoin haven't changed. Everything is basically the same. Okay, I think it's time to move on to the first topic. And the first topic is all about that Solana issue. And there's a whale which was almost liquidated. It got very close to it. And the problem was it had a huge chunk in this liquidity pool, which could cause actually further problem for Solana if that liquidation happens. And we have to watch out for these kind of things in these bad times. So recently we had Celsius as a lending protocol, and that's a centralized one. And we're saying that, okay, stay away from centralized ones because, that could be dangerous. They really can do whatever they would like freezing withdrawals and all these kind of things. But then recently we had this issue that the Solana whale with 108 million loan nearly crashed the Solana network. So Solana is actually a decentralized lending protocol on the Solana network. So the account had an outstanding loan with 108 million worth of US dollar coin USDC and Tether USDT, and collateralized in Sol, so in a native cryptocurrency of Solana network. And if this Solana price would continue to drop, so as now the whole market is dropping and Solana goes further down, then 21 million in Sol collateralizing the loan gone into liquidation, which is, a huge one, 21 million. That would be actually 20% of the collateral. And for this, the price had to be, $22.30 from Solana. And this would be actually 5.7 million Sol deposit collateral, of this 108 million stablecoin loan. And this could be actually devastating. By the way, Solana, it's currently have 47 different coins and tokens across 18 liquidity pools and borrow crypto assets worth of 75% of collateral. So this is how you can get, so you put in for this case, Solana, and in return for 75% of your collateral, you get USDT or USDC. And the problem is that this wallet had deposited 95% of Solana's entire Sol pool. So imagine there is this liquidity pool and 95% of it, and represented 88% of USDC borrowing. So it's huge, it's massive. And this is the danger. And there was they had to really act on it very quick. And then they put a voting out, which was first for 6 hours. Then they realized it's pretty short. And then they came out with make it 1 day. It's even still short. However, now we had this Solana 3 proposal. Government has paused, and now pre-account borrow limit goes down to 50 million. This will be imposed. It's slowly, gradually decreasing from 120 million. So something like this cannot happen in the future. But interesting thing that how is this whole thing decentralized if you can, make this kind of moves. If you can make kind of decisions and decide which way we should go. Of course, now it's important to save the day because it could be devastating, not just for DeFi, but for the Solana network itself, because it would be a lot of liquidation. And you remember what's happened when liquidation is happening, then panic starts. When panic starts, it's panic selling, and then we have seen what panic selling can cause. It could be, a death spiral, and then that's crazy. But now the issue is that here we have these kind of DeFi protocols, and it's very important to double check them. So what are the rules in the DeFi protocol, and how is it possible that actually one liquidity pool kind of belongs to someone, because 95% of the collateral belongs to one whale. And if that liquidation will happen because the price is just getting pretty close to it, and it happens, it can destroy the whole thing. So I think it's very, very important. And in these difficult times, you really should do your homework. Be aware what are the risks in centralized protocols, just like was with Celsius, and be aware what's the risk in DeFi and in which protocol you putting your money, because it can be lost. So make wise decisions, do your homework, and definitely decide what is your risk level, and don't put all the eggs in one basket because that could be dangerous. Okay, next topic. It's all about Tether's new stablecoin coming out soon. So Tether's new stablecoin is about to launch, and this one is going to be called GBPT, which is pegged to the British pound. So the major stablecoin company Tether is expanding its stablecoin offering with the new cryptocurrency. This is pegged to the British pound. Officially, they announced it actually today on the 22nd of June that it will come out early July, and it will be initially supported on the Ethereum blockchain. So GBPT will be a stable digital cryptocurrency on a 1-to-1 ratio to the pound, and aiming to provide faster and cheaper options for asset transfer. Well, that's the whole point of the stablecoin. And actually, this one, the GBPT, joins a family of 4 other fiat currencies pegged Tether tokens, including the largest one, which is obviously USDT. Other stablecoins include the Euro-pegged one, EURT, the offshore Chinese yuan-pegged CNHT, as well as the recently launched MXNT, the Mexican pesos pegged stablecoin. So this will be the next one in the family. And by the way, in April 2022, so this year, in Britain, they announced plans to make crypto a global, the country a global cryptocurrency hub and bring stablecoin into a regulation framework. The United Kingdom Economic and Finance Ministry also planned to amend its regulatory framework to include stablecoins as means of payment. So we do know that they're now, that wasn't in the past, but now they're making moves towards cryptocurrency and how to regulate them and how to make it work in the country. And they're thinking about like it will be like a, cryptocurrency hub in the United Kingdom. Interesting turns compared to, for example, last year's how they handled the whole crypto. However, this could be bringing them a bit closer to this, coming out Tether with the GBPT. And, we have the problem with Tether about this audit and everything. And I have some news about that as well. So we do know that even Tether is the biggest, I mean USDT is the biggest stablecoin by market cap. It's a bit shaky because they're really missing a professional audit. And Tether prepares a full audit to improve USDT reserve transparency. This is what they announced. And here you can see that, yeah, the market cap is, I think, a bit less than now this, but 68 billion. And they're going to, they will undertake a full audit with the top 12 accounting firms. So the accounting firm which is in the top 12. And with that, they would like to improve the USDT's transparency. Tether issuers is currently working with a Cayman-based accounting firm called MHA. The outfit has so far only produced attestations, a snapshot of the company's balance sheet on a given date. And, the chief technology officer from the company, Paolo Ardoino, said Tether was now working on providing a comprehensive audit, which, unlike attestations, would help give a complete picture of the company's financial position or the specific period. And this one is really much needed, really, really, really needed in this crypto world, because it's a major cryptocurrency. It's the biggest stablecoin, and it would be so nice to see, seriously, a big, huge relief if we would see a full audit. Also, they added actually that Tether redeemed 10% of its asset in 48 hours, and without a blink of an eye, we would have done much more than that. In total 10 days, it was around 11 billion, around 30% of the asset, and it had no problem. So they would like to show that, guys, don't worry, everything is fine. However, they shouldn't wait this full audit, because that would bring some clarity to the market. And that's crucial in these difficult times, because you do know that there's a lot of stable coins on the side waiting to enter to the market, like more than $150 billion worth of stablecoin waiting in different kind of stable coins to enter into the market when it starts. So, and Tether is the biggest one. Okay, guys. That's it for today. Don't forget, every single weekday, I bring you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. Simply subscribe to this YouTube channel to get the notifications as soon as a new video is out. And hit the like button if you like this kind of content. See you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.